I'm lonely hunter, chieftain and king. I will fly like the falcon when I go. Bear me, my brother, under your wing. I will strike, fell like lightning when I go. I will bellow like the thunder drum, invoke the storm of war. A twisting pillar spun of dust and blood up from the prairie floor. I will sweep the foe before me like a gale out on the snow, and the wind will long recount the story, reverence and glory when I go. Spring spirit dancer, nimble and thin, I will leap like coyote when I go. Tireless entrancer, lend me your skin. I will run like the gray wolf when I go. I will climb the rise at daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon, raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I will make the lay of long defeat and draw the chorus slow. I'll send this message down the wire and hope that someone wise is listening when I go. And when the sun comes trumpets from his red house in the east, he will find a standing stone where long I chanted my release. He will send his morning messenger to strike the hammer blow, and I will crumble down uncountable in showers of crimson rubies when I go. Sigh, mournful sister, whisper and turn. I will rattle like dry leaves when I go. Stand in the mist where my fire used to burn. I will camp on the night breeze when I go. And should you glimpse my wandering form out on the borderline between death and resurrection and the council of the pines, do not worry for my comfort, do not sorrow for me so. All your diamond tears will rise up and adorn the sky beside me when I go.
But last night I had a dream. I went to singer-songwriter heaven. Jim Croce was at the gate. He shook my hand and said, "Well, you've been expected. Let me hail you a taxi, show you these heavenly grounds." So he flagged down Harry Chapin, who was out just making his rounds. Well, I gave him my best, "How are you, Harry?" And Harry said, "Up yours. I don't need your cheap imitation, son. Just get in now and close that door." He said, "Welcome to a state of mind called Alpha and Omega, where now is always sooner, sooner is never later." Well, we took an alternative route, right on past that writer's block. Saw Graham Parsons on his porch, singing country, folk, rock, and nodding over coffee right outside the Angelic Cafe. Mark Hurd, Stan Rogers, Steve Goodman, Nick Drake. So roll down your window, steal a good line. If you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between clouds 7 and 11. On cloud 9's where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. Well, I said, stop the car, Harry. I really got to hear that conversation. He said, all right, but just remember now, the meter's running and you'll be paying. I heard Goodman say, you know what the trouble is with some songwriters down on earth? Why, mucho, pointless chorus, and ditto, pretentious verse. Well, I was sitting 2 tables down, trying to go unnoticed and not to blush, 'cause I knew I had been guilty of exactly what he was speaking of. And then Rogers made a point that pierced open my whole point of view. He said, they need an eye for the obvious and an ear for the goddamn truth. Well, I washed down that thought with a big old Cloud 9 espresso. I got back into the cab, said, okay, Harry, there's just one thing I'd like to know. Why'd they all die so young? Seems they were all in their prime. He said, we need new songs up here too. Angels tired of singing the same old rhymes. So roll down your window, steal a good line. If you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. On cloud 9's where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. Well, we passed a bunch of old coffee houses, Gertie's, Iguana, Club 47. I said, what are these ancient places doing up here, Harry, in singer-songwriter heaven? He said, those rooms had a spirit, son. This is where great old spirits go. You see, all those years of music, why, I gave those rooms a soul. I said, okay, Harry, I would like to stay here now. Can you give me a room on that writer's block? He said, whoa, no, can't do that, son, and I hate to send you into shock, but this is only a dream for you. You better let these sweet memories dwell, 'cause tomorrow morning you wake up in Los Angeles. Singer-songwriter hell. Well, I felt like I'd been choked, just like a capo on the 12th fret. But I quickly recomposed myself, then I remodulated my breath, and I said, up yours, Harry, as he brought his taxi to the proverbial stop, and I gave him $2.50 for a $20 fare, just to piss him off. So roll down your window, steal a good line. If you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. On cloud 9's where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven. You know it, Bob? Roll down your window, steal a good line. If you hear one, give one away. If you have a spare one, there's a racket going on between cloud 7 and 11. On cloud 9 is where you'll find singer-songwriter heaven.
I've had my share of good times, the taste of love, the kiss of wine. I must have played 1,000 tunes from town to town in crowded rooms, and I've tried to stand up and be strong. I've tried to help my friends along, and when I'm gone they'll weep for me, but I'll be a fading memory. We're here today in this life will end just like a song. We only have this little time, so come and let our voices twine. Perhaps you'll find some souvenir among the things I've gathered here. A little tune, some happy rhyme to recall this fleeting time. And every once in a while you might think of me and smile. You'll hum a tune we used to know back before I had to go. We're here today and then we're gone. This life will end just like a song. We only have this little time, so come and let our voices twine. People cheat, they steal and lie, they bleed the earth and they foul the sky. I've tried to walk the path that winds and leave just these few tunes behind. So when you hear the night bird cry, won't you think of me and sigh? And when the wind sings through the trees, won't you sometimes think of me? We're here today and then we're gone. This life will end just like a song. We only have this little time, so come and let our voices twine. And when you hear the night bird cry, won't you think of me and sigh? And when the wind sings through the trees, won't you sometimes think of me? We're here today.
All the ways you wander, all the ways you roam, all across great oceans, all across the foam, through the faraway houses, through the sunsets on fire, searching for the island of your heart's desire, where the sun is always shining, the oranges grow on the trees,
only have to wait 2 seconds there for everything you please in a garden of daisies, in a circle of light, searching for the island of your heart's delight. I'll wait for you like a true friend. I'll wait for you till the very end. And if you take the long way, if you take the long way home, down where the magicians and the dreamers roam, through the mountains of morning, through the valleys of night, searching for the island of your heart's delight. I'll wait for you like a true friend. I'll wait for you till the very end. All the ways you wander, all the ways you roam, all across great oceans, all across the foam, through the faraway houses, through the sunsets on fire, searching for